The rain whispered against the kitchen windows, soft and rhythmic, like an old record playing too low. Jack sat at the table, sleeves rolled up, squinting at the instruction pamphlet with an expression somewhere between concentration and suspicion. The little plastic vial sat on the table in front of him, accusingly sterile. Lily, bouncing on the balls of her feet in a college hoodie and mismatched socks, grinned at him like she was watching a confused bear try to use a laptop. "Come on, Dad," she said, tilting the box toward him again. "You just spit in the tube. It's not like we're launching a satellite." Jack raised an eyebrow. "I'm just making sure I don't end up on some government watch list because you wanted to know if you have Viking blood." Lily rolled her eyes. "It's a genealogy site, not the FBI. They already know everything about you anyway." Diane leaned around from behind the kitchen island, where she was slicing oranges with robotic precision. "Jack, just do it. She's been asking for weeks." "I know," he said, tapping the vial with a thick finger. "I'm just saying it's weird. Feels clinical, like sending a piece of yourself through the mail." "That's the point," Lily said, grabbing her phone and opening the site. "We'll get our results back in like 4 weeks. I want to see if the Mercer stubbornness is genetic or just environmental." "Environmental?" Jack glanced at her. "You think I taught you to be impossible? I think Mom taught me how to win an argument, and you taught me to hold a grudge." Diane let out a short, almost polite laugh, too crisp, too rehearsed. "Well, there's our parenting legacy." Jack unscrewed the cap, exhaled slowly, and spit into the vial. He winced. "That's disgusting," he muttered. Lily swapped it out with hers and capped both with practiced ease. "You'll live. I already made accounts for both of us." "Why do you want to know so badly, anyway?" Jack asked. Lily shrugged, busying herself with the return packaging. "Dunno, just thought it'd be cool. Maybe there's some exotic bloodline hiding in your boring face." "Charming," he said, but he smiled. She grinned at him, then held up her phone. "Smile." He barely had time to blink before she snapped the photo. Jack sitting at the table, lips pursed, eyebrows raised, hands hovering near the DNA kit like he'd just defused a bomb. "Blackmail," she said, slipping her phone into her back pocket. "You post that online and you're paying your own car insurance." "Noted," she said, breezing past him with the envelope in hand. As she headed for the front door, Diane called after her. "Use the red mailbox down the street, the one on the corner. Ours gets wet in this weather." Lily waved without turning around. "Got it." The door opened and shut, letting in a brief gust of petrichor and wind. Jack stared at the now-sealed envelope on the table, watching the droplets of rain snake down the outside glass. Diane walked over, wiping her hands on a towel. "You're cute when you're suspicious," she said, brushing past him on her way to the sink. Jack didn't respond. He was still looking out the window. She glanced over her shoulder. "Something wrong?" "No," he said automatically. Then, a beat later, "Just tired." She turned off the tap and dried her hands again. "It's Sunday, Jack. That's allowed." He gave a faint nod. As she moved down the hallway, her silhouette flickering past the doorframes, he glanced down at the box again. Its branding shiny and cheerful. Heritage match, discover where you come from. Jack ran his finger over the slogan, then looked back toward the door Lily had gone through. He didn't know why, but something gnawed at him. And it wasn't just the spit tube. The office was quiet. It always was by late Friday afternoon. Most of the younger engineers had ducked out early, their computers left humming, monitors dark, half-drunk coffee cups waiting